Okay, y'all, let's take a walk through the scary parts. Look at this. Good thing I got some more ground cover because I had torn up my other, shaker things. Now, this pot and that pot and that pot and that pot are clean rocks. Now, I take my sifter. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, I left my brush in there. I've got my swimming pool, Hazel swimming pool. And so I just put my rocks in the sifter. I shake them good to get as much dirt out as possible. And then I put them down in the water. And all that mulch and stuff floats to the top. You can see I have a little bit caught here on my brush. Now, y'all, I do not use a scrub brush on my rocks. I was cleaning some flower pots. Now, look at that. Look at that. How many people in their right mind, hold on, I got to go over this pool. How many people would show this? Look at that weed. Now, my little lilies have done really good this year. Y'all know that they only bloom once a year. Or, is that once a year? I don't know. But look, isn't that beautiful? It's gorgeous. Now, these have been back here, y'all, without hardly any attention. Here we go. You remember last year when I was putting these in pots and calling them flowers? And y'all were telling me that they were weeds. They're still beautiful. I mean, look at them. Look at their little teensy flowers. You can't tell me those aren't pretty. Now see, my little lilies need a little attention down here. Now this will be my last spot, you guys. I've got rocks. I've got dirt. I've got a pickaxe. This rock, y'all, this is like, it's like concrete almost. Well, that piece wasn't because I was trying to make an example out of it. Now, what happened right there? Oh, you know what I bet that was? Was that some, oh, that was probably some ground cover and it got choked out. Now, see, I'm going to have to wait to do this area and clean it up good until we either get a good rain. Look, there's my stuff to keep those bugs out of my house. Interesting thing that I found out when I was doing a little research. See, she's getting ready to bloom again. I'm going to get started tomorrow morning on Maria's little jungle here. Look, those trees have grown back so much. Okay, now, oh, I was going to tell you about the diatomaceous earth, and they call it DE for short because it's kind of hard to pronounce. But I did not know this. You can put it down, and then if it gets wet, it's not effective. I kind of went a little overboard with it, I think. Jerry said, Deb, you don't need that much. But the interesting thing is, hey, sweetie, I don't know if you guys are ever going to put out a little flower, but it's okay. Anyway, the interesting thing about the DE is that I read that when it's wet, it's not effective. But when it dries out, it is. So I'm so glad to know that. Because I thought that, especially by my plants, I put it around my plants, and then when they, I water them. Gosh, I need to concentrate, y'all. I'm over here getting into the weed pulling thing. Oh, and here's another thing of dirt. Now I've got to get this finished and get this moved, because this is not proper for our meter reader. All right, now, Jerry, I'm not showing you anything because it's a surprise. Jerry made me something for the front yard besides my planter. Look at that. Look at that trellis. It is beautiful. Now, you can see I've done a little experiment to see really what color do I want that to be. Now, I'm using what I have, y'all. White would have been my choice, but I don't have any white. But the pale pink makes sense because of my mandible back there. But because it's going to grow and grow and grow, it'll cover that whole trellis. So wouldn't some of that be pretty in amongst the flowers? Probably only to me. I had to be really careful, but I did get a little paint right there on Leo's shed. So I'm going to have to clean that up really good. So I'm showing you everything that is beautiful. See that? That's trash right there. See my pink thingy? It's come in really handy. Whoops, it's kind of stuck to my table. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that little table yet. And here's how I protect my fence when I'm painting. This is a tablecloth that I got at the dollar store. There's my little step stool that you cannot stand on. It is not safe. I don't know what this stuff is down here. I think, what is that? That's tile adhesive. And then there's some kind of paint. And look, there's a little vase right there. There's my potty from the van, which I was using for dirt. Okay, now we have this mess right here. What are we going to do with this? Am I going to paint it? Look, y'all, I know y'all have seen it before, but it's getting a little bent up. Am I going to paint it and hang it somewhere? What about over there where the sunflowers are? And what color? Not this gold, I can tell you. Look at this. Now, Jerry came over, gosh, I don't know. It's been a week ago. Boy, these trees have really filled in. Look, that's on a power line. I guess I need to call them and tell them. But anyway, over a week ago, Jerry came over, and you know he drives that little sports car, and he had this big old thing on the back of it. I'm trying to see where y'all can get the best view. Do you see that? That's a little storage thing. Now he got that free off of Craigslist, and it needs to be scrubbed, but man, oh man, that is gonna come in handy. And look, I don't even know what was here. Something was up here, but I don't know what. My little cottage needs to be painted so bad. And look at all those cobwebs. Look at that. There's my camera up there, one of them. But this needs so much attention and cleaning, y'all. Can you believe I've got this old crap piled up here? Well, you can believe it. And look at all this over here. Now, Jerry just put these two in the other day. They were in front of the shed, and I wanted to be sure and use them and not waste them. Now look, here's another. See, I wish I knew what had been. You can see these like screw holes. Was that the other skirting? I don't think so. Look at that, y'all. That's awful. Ugh. Believe it or not, ooh, I hate it when they get stuck on you. Believe it or not, I do clean on the outside of the cottage. Okay, here's some more. Now, we've got blocks. Look at that mess. That's incredible. All that mess. I've kind of been working on mess this morning to get it cleaned up. Now, Jerry has got just about all this is all rock, you guys. You can dig and dig and dig until you're almost to China, and it's still rock down there. So he's gonna level it and finish the blocks. And look, there's my poor little bench, what's left of it. But I have a plan for her. I know, I tell Jerry all the time, I have a plan for that. I have a plan for that. Now, I tell you what he did. Now, this is his yellow bucket, and I give him a lot of white rock because you know I don't like it. Now, this is his sifter that he made. Look how he's got it cut out and everything. He's got these sides on it. That looks like some old countertop. I had countertops like that before, y'all. And it fits on this wagon or wheelbarrow, whatever you want to call it. I like it because it's got 4 wheels on it. But anyway, it fits perfectly on the top of this. And so he can put dirt in that sifter, and it goes right through in this big thing. Now, y'all, I don't use just dirt like this. In fact, this went through his sifter, but I like my smaller one. And there's my bottles. When I get through and I don't need them anymore in any pots, then I'm going to bag them up and I'm going to start taking them with me, because I see some homeless people sometimes and they go to the recycle. So instead of me putting them in our city recycle, I'd rather give them to somebody. Okay, let's see. What other kind of mess can I show y'all? There's that. My poor little chair. They need to be painted so bad. But I've taken them up, y'all, because Miss Hazel gets caught in everything. Look at our sunflowers. Are those cool or what? Now, I just sprayed all my plants the other day with a little bit of Dawn in a squirt bottle of water. And it says to spray it on there, and then you need to kind of rinse it off, which makes sense. Now, here's a couple of my planters, which are busted because I've used and abused them. One of my flower pots, clay. But I'm going to tell you, you can't just, I had some little doodangies on here, y'all probably remember, but I have to get some rough sandpaper. I've even tried a putty knife. That did not work. There's my little Shrek baby. I want to put him in something pretty. I guess I could put, look at that little bitty feather. Where did that come from? Anyway, here's another pot. That's doing okay. Here's my little ones that I've tried to get started on their own. I think maybe it's time to give them some water now. There's my poor urn. It couldn't have, but I'm going to tell y'all, half of that is plastic bottles. So, I mean, it can't be that heavy, but it is. And look at these flowers, y'all. I don't even know what they are. But I planted them over here before the fence ever got moved. I just threw some seeds in here, and when my little bush gets watered, they get watered. So, something I did this morning, and I haven't finished it, but I'm using some weed barrier, and I'm going to just put it, I've got it under here like a Christmas tree skirt. And the reason I did that is because it's very messy. So, and these are pretty right now, but they get yellowed, you know, when they die. And you can't clean them up. So with this, I can clean this easier. Now, I don't know. I've got to shape that a little better. I think that side is out a little too much. I don't know. Got to finish that up. Okay, well, can't say I don't have dirt. Look at that big old tub of dirt right there. I mean, this is crazy. But I am working on this today, y'all, because it's driving me nuts. Here's some unwashed. Well, they're not, yeah, they're unwashed. But you can see all that little stuff. That's what it looks like, the flowers after it comes off and dies. So those have to be washed. Those are Jerry's. Oh man, y'all, look at this. I've got such a mess. It's okay though. It's okay. It's a coming together. Now, there's the top part of my bed bench. And Jerry goes, you're going to have to move that. That looks awful. But I want something there because it hides what's underneath. If we have an earthquake, that's where I'm going to end up, right there, I think. Anyway, let's see what else. Okay. I've got just about all of my ground cover in. And it's kind of, I guess, sparsely planted, you might say. But my other stuff, I think I planted a little too close together. And that's why it's caused it to kind of, like right over here, you can see a good example. It has to crawl on top of each other because I think I just planted it too close together. Look at all this cleanup, y'all. I mean, oh, there's a wood chip, but all of my stuff needs to be cleaned up so bad. I'll get to it. I will get to it. Look at that. Yep. I wonder if y'all can guess what that pot is going to be doing. Huh. I just wonder. Now, I'm going to show you the beautiful front yard. I just want y'all to see this like it is right now. Hello, baby girl. I need to learn how to pronounce that correctly. Mandavilla? I kept the tag. So you can see how crudely I've got this braced up. And now none of this is tight. It's all gentle. Now, I may plant a little like low growing something in there, maybe some phlox or something, because there's lots of space right there. But this plant gets up to 6 feet tall. It'll be beautiful when the lattice gets in. Now, I'm going to trim our tree back some, and that will allow me to get more sun for longer, and I believe I'll be able to scoot my planter back. We moved it out here because of the sunshine. This says 6+ hours of sun a day. Now we're having a gorgeous day, you guys. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. What is that? What in the world am I going to do with that? Is Jerry making Hazel her own little swimming pool? Am I going to put that boulder in there and have a rock garden? Doesn't everything just look awful, y'all? But I'm telling you, if you think it looks bad now, holy moly, you should have seen it when I got it. You should go back to the very beginning and look at it. Now, my little $1 million flowers right here are not quite as perky because it's shady out here. Now, they are what is called self-cleaning. Their little flowers die off, and you do not have to deadhead them. However, this one's getting a little leggy, and what you do is you cut them off, and then it forces it upwards, and it'll be bushier. And I just haven't had time to do that. And here's some of my rocks that are like, is she ever going to do anything with us? I don't know. Eventually. So, I need to, now they get good water, so there's no problem there. I'm going to stand back here. Do y'all see that little fence? I've got enough of that to go all the way down the side over there. But I don't know. I'm thinking not. Yeah. Hello. So, anyway, y'all, I just wanted you to see what a mess everything is. Look at all this dirt. Can y'all see all that dirt? My poor driveway. I'll tell you, I bet you anything. You can't tell what a hill that is right there. But I would bet you anything that's tree roots under there. Yep. So, this is what is going on. Oh, let's go over here and see what's growing. Now, Stephanie has the best bunch of flowers over here. I can't wait until they get big and they start blooming. I forgot even what they are. I don't know. Still over here, you guys. Nothing yet. There's one little guy right there. And that's it. I don't know if that's a flower or a weed. I have to wait until it gets a little bit bigger. Then I don't even know how that stuff got there. And then we've got all of this that's growing and getting big. I also put some Dawn water on here too. So we'll see what happens. Now y'all, this is a heartbreaker right here. These pieces of sod, I've tried to keep them wet. And they say that if it turns yellow, that means too much water. But y'all, I don't know. But anyway, the reason that I did not start and fill in here is because I could not dig. I couldn't. I just could not dig. And we tried that transplanting before. Now, here's the thing about this. Can you see, I can't see, but can you see there's a stretch of this ground cover and it's yellow. Now, they say if it's yellow, it's too much water. But this only gets watered when mine does. And it all gets watered at one time. So, I don't know, you guys. And, you know, I'm not going to go down to the extension people or whatever. I've got so many messes to clean up, y'all. It's not even... I should hire somebody to help me. Now, all of these rocks, I have to relocate. How did that get turned around? That's terrible. All these rocks have to get relocated over there. And these little guys seem to be doing okay. Now, I'm going to tell you that, oh, see? He went right through the crack in the fence. So, I'm going to have to do some little ties up here. I think I'll put a cup hook that'll hold it. Sweetie, there's your jade. She's doing fine, just waiting for you. So anyway, I don't know exactly. And I need to work on this too, y'all. This is old. Oh, look. Oh, I need to take you up there with the rest of the family. I'm going to get that out and move it. But I need to fix this. This is really, really old stuff, y'all. But I just have to kind of, do what I can. But anyway, I just wanted to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly here. So, that's what we're doing. So I'm just trying to take a spot at a time. I expect Mr. Jerry will be here sometime today. I don't know what he's working on now. But anyway, it won't be, it is a challenge. Hey, Miss Hazel, your little ear is bent back. I know. You don't even care, do you? Here you go. Let Mommy fix it. There you go. There you go. Do you want a snack? Okay. I'm going to cut this off. Oh my gosh, it's 30 minutes long. Good heavens. Y'all do something fun today. And please be safe. And I will get to y'all's comments, hopefully, tonight. Love you.